Northwestern, Tonaku. Northwestern, Tona. Northwestern, Laba. Wake up, Northwestern. I have a message here for my fellow Northwesterners. You know, there are certain anomalies and certainties that we are seeing, that we are witnessing as a province in terms of development, economy. We have challenges here and there. One thing that we shouldn't forget is that Northwestern Province is endowed. It is blessed. Look at the big mines that are sitting right in our province. Kansanshi there in Solwezi. Kalumbila. Numwana. Very big mines. Talk of the minerals that are being mined from those places. They are expensive. We have gold in Northwestern. We have copper. We have uranium. Whatever. Mention them. A variety of minerals. But look at the place where these minerals are coming from. Nothing to show that it is rich. Timber has been moving from Manyinga. Nothing to show that we are rich in such a way. But today, I just want to enlighten you. Just take a few minutes to listen to a few things that I want to highlight to each and every one of us. You know, this is a duty that we must all take up as Northwesterners. It is not something that we should now start pushing on the politicians, and there is nothing like politics here now. It is about the well-being of our province. Our province is lagging behind in so many things. It is by the grace of God that in Northwestern we even have people that are highly educated, despite the challenge of not having any universities in the province. No university in the province. But we have struggled to make sure that at least some people get attain a certain level of education. Yet, even after getting that, they still have challenges. They can't even work in their own mines. Mines sitting right on their grandfathers and grandmothers' villages. They can't work there. It is so disheartening. It is time we woke up as Northwesterners. I am not here to incite any violence, but I want to talk sense. I want to speak wisdom in us Northwesterners. I don't care how long this message will take, but I just have to deliver the message that I have. The greatest enemy that we have right now in our province is ourselves. It is not the president, nor the ministers. It is ourselves, Northwesterners, the indigenous Northwesterners. With the blood of Elunda, Eluvale, Ekaonde running in you, you are the enemy of the province. I am a full Northwesterner. And I understand what I'm talking about. These are things that I have witnessed. The first thing that I want to bring to our attention as Northwesterners is this. We are coming from somewhere. How was Northwestern province from the start? When you look at Northwestern Province, those of you that have traveled around this province, by the grace of God, I've been to almost every corner of this province. I've worked in Chavuma, I'm here in Ikelenge right now. I've grown up in Solwezi. I've been to Kasempa. I've been to Mufumbwe, Manyinga. No district where I haven't been in our province. And I know what I'm talking about right now. If there's a province that was well linked, it is Northwestern Province. Linked in which way? Roads. The plan of roads in this province was very good. Here where I am in Ikeleng, just in Winilunga here, there is a road that connects you. It is the shortest route that you can use to move from the T5 to the M8 road. It is the shortest route from Winilunga. Right from Winilunga, Mudanyama, there you cross Chibuika, Chiwoma, Kashina, Kajiwa in Manyinga. You find yourself on the other side. As you move from Solwezi to Kasempa, there is a road that links Northwestern, the shortest route to the Copper Belt. It is there. Right in Kasempa, the shortest route from Northwestern to Lusaka is in Kasempa. You have Mumbwa Road. Well linked. But what happened? Some people who saw the future of Northwestern Province, having understood what it has, played games. There is what we call, or what they call, divide and rule policy. Those of you that are highly educated, or not, let me not even say highly educated, those of you that have been to school and have been exposed to these words, you understand what I'm talking about right now. Divide and rule. Those of you that have done political science, you understand it very well. In sociology, it is there. This is a policy or a strategy where you deliberately induce chaos or confusion among a group of people, a united group of people. And once you introduce that confusion, they begin to fight among themselves. They get divided so that you can now take supremacy over them. Because now they will be in smaller groups that will have a smaller voice. And this is the strategy that was imposed upon Northwestern Province. Why am I saying so? Despite having these roads that I've mentioned that are connecting our province and also connecting us to the city, to the Copper Belt where it is developed, where we can do business and bring back to our place, to Lusaka, where we can go order things, order goods within a shortest possible time. Some people deliberately did not support those routes. They did not want to work on those roads so that they remain in a deplorable state. And the only road that we have is you must go from Solwezi, you have to go to the Copper Belt, and that's when you go and reach Lusaka. From Solwezi to Lusaka is a distance of about 580 kilometers. Yet there is a shorter route. Solwezi and Kalulushi, it is very near using this the road, that the Kalulushi road from Kasempa. But you have to go round for you to go and reach Kitwe. It's deliberate. That is number one. So that you have less or no access to development, so that you have difficulties in doing business. Secondly, these local routes where you can join. I was talking of Mwinilunga to Manyinga now. By then it used to be Kabompo district. Now there is Manyinga there, where the road goes. There is a road from right in Kasempa. You go to Mufumbu. Is it working? In which state is it? That one you can't even use it. Even a bicycle maybe cannot pass there. The idea is to fully disconnect us as Northwesterners. That was the idea. Dividing us so that there is no unity among us. Number 3, division on tribal lines. You know, it's a pity that even when I was growing up, I could see certain elderly people celebrating this. I call it nonsense. It is nonsense that people are celebrating, thinking we are privileged, yet we have been disadvantaged. Zambia has got 72 tribes. I don't think the tribes that are in Northwestern can even hit 5% of that. No. They can't reach 5%. I don't think so. But see what has happened. Confusion. So they take 3 tribes, deliberately 3 tribes from one province, and push them on air, on the national broadcast, so that you have news in Kikaonde, you have news in Lubale, you have news in Lunda. No connection. In other provinces, there are also so many tribes, more than even what we have here in Northwestern. When you look at the Northern Province there, they have so many of them. It is not only Bemba that is there. But they were wise enough to just uphold one tribe as the main tribe that they should use. That doesn't kill their cultures. That doesn't kill their roots. It doesn't kill their tribes, no. I have interacted with people who tell you, no, I'm Ushi, I'm Bisa, I'm this, I'm that. But when they come open, they'll tell you they are Bemba. On the east, there are Ngonis there, there are Tumbukas there. A lot of languages. Ngonis. They are there, Chewa, Nsenga, but they speak one language, Nyanja. Once you hear them, you say, okay, this one is from the east. Go to Southern Province. Lenjes are there, Ilas are there, and other languages that I don't even know. Toka there, they speak Tonga. They have one language. Western Province, it is the same. They have upheld laws. What is wrong with Northwestern Province? And you find some people celebrating and saying, we are blessed, we have been given 3 slots on the national broadcast. That is nonsense. It is a weapon of division. Divide and rule. That is what I'm talking about. And the Bible says, when you read Mark 3, verse 24, any kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. It cannot stand at all. That is the Bible. And those people, they understood that once we divide these people, that's the end. We'll have access to their minerals, we'll have access to their timber, we'll have access to their mukula, we'll have access, everything, and they'll have no say. Because which voice will speak? Because right now what is happening, I'm even listening on some forums. It is already happening. People want to come up with something that will help the province, but someone will start uttering words on tribal lines. That is what we need to kill as Northwest. As long as we say, I am Lunda, I am Kaonde, no, I'm Luvale. Listen, if we have managed to unite ourselves in just three main languages that we call main languages. Because when we go into Luvale, we have the Chokwe, we have the Mbunda, we have the Luchazi, we have there are many. Luvale itself has like 13 clans. 13. But they've managed to come as Luvale. Wait. Kaondes, we have Lamba, we have Umbwela, we have Luba. It just came as Kaonde. One language, united. Lunda, Ndembu, Lunda, Koza, just Lunda. And it ends there. What is it that makes it so difficult that even on these three, we can just uphold one? The problem is some people want to feel superior than the others. We don't have time for that. But the problem that we have, Northwesterners, we don't want to see one going up. We feel they are too big. And those that we send up also, we will go there and then do not consider others. That's the problem. Division. And that is how everything, every wealth in this province is getting away from us. The little that we have is being taken now. Actually, it's not little. The most that we have. Where else do you find such great mines? See the machinery that enters the province every day. As you move, once you reach Kalumbila, you start going this way. You start leaving Solwezi. You meet trucks with big machines, big buckets, going to dig pits from Northwestern Province. Yet no reward comes out of it. Divide and rule. That is what is working. You put people in authority to represent you. They can't do it. They can't stand for their people. They would rather support a different person and forget about where they're coming from. But maybe I should give a brief history. I know this is coming from my heart, from my observations, and these are some things that I just need to bring to the understanding of people in our province. I am part of this province. I am Northwestern. And if we don't address certain things, we will not get anywhere. That is the reason why you see something begins, but it lacks support, because they are smaller voices. But if these voices can come together, we are a great province. To tell the truth, the nation is afraid of the unity of Northwestern Province. If only we can come together, we will not be living the way we are living. I'm not here to waste your time, but I'm speaking the truth. Yes, I'm a bishop. But this is not coming from me as a Northwesterner. I know my roots. I am Lunda. I know how we all moved from Congo Through Angola, we came here to Zambia. We settled. I'll give you a brief history. Especially this contention between Lunda and Luvale. This thing is taking us nowhere. This thing has brought more harm in the province. It pains me when I begin to watch news and I find that people in Zambia are fighting. Lunda and Luvale fighting. Instead of fighting for development, you start fighting your own brothers. Lunda and Luvale are the same. It's the same blood. It is the same family. Maybe I can even put Kaonde on the other, on a separate sheet. But not Lunda and Luvale. Lundas have got no problem with Kaondes. Luvale has got no problem with Kaondes. What is wrong with Lunda and Luvale? Ika? Mwalilami na jikole ja mutundumuka. Nkuni ya muchidini. Chudanchwamu. Tuba mweka ha. Chwafumi nikokumu. Listen, let me tell you. The origin of Luvale. The first person that moved, that I can recall in history, was a woman actually. Moving from north of Tanganyika there. By the name of Nawej. Kenga Nawej. Yes. She moved into Congo, the current Democratic Republic of Congo. But because she was too old, she couldn't continue the journey. Another person took over. Yala Mwako. Yala Mwako. That was the king. Konde Matete. There was nothing like Lunda Luvale. This was the same family. This is the person that gave birth to the Chinyamachamu Kwamai, who was the founder of the Luvale chieftains. Chinyamachamu Kwamai. This was the person that begot Chinyamachamu Kwamai. This is the same person that begot Luwej, the queen of the Lunda. Brother and sister. Chinyamachamu Kwamai becomes Luvale. Luwej becomes Lunda. Married by a hunter, Ilunga, from Luba kingdom. A prince of the Luba. He's the one that came and married Luwej, the queen of the Lundas. But where is the contention? We are brothers. Luvale Lunda. Chudanchwamu. Tata yechumu. A brother and a sister fighting like that. And we think we can develop like that. We think we can develop. We know where we are coming from. So let us work together. If possible, our chiefs, we need help here. We need your serious intervention. I pray that this message reaches every Northwesterner, including our traditional leaders. This is what is killing our province. If the Lundas will sit alone and say, us we are Lundas, will not be part of the Luvale business, Luvale is also alone, Kaondes alone, we are not going anywhere and will not achieve anything. It is time we woke up in unity with one voice, one language. In schools, it is a pity. Go to Solwezi, children learn Kikaonde. Come to Zambezi, there's Lunda and Luvale in the same district, especially Zambezi. Lunda and Luvale. Come this way, Mwinilunga, there's Lunda. It is not bad to learn this, but if we can uphold one language, I am Lunda myself, I am Lunda. But I don't care which tribe we put in. I would even propose that we say Kikaonde becomes the language that we can be using as our provincial language. Then we shed off these others from TV and radio. How have others managed? It doesn't mean our children will not know Lunda. No. Children are able to speak Senga, they are able to speak Chewa in Eastern Province. They do. And they learn in Nyanja. They are able to speak Toka. They have been in Livingstone. Right in town, people are speaking Tokale, others are speaking Denja. But in schools, they learn Tonga. How have they managed? They lied to us here, thinking we are being promoted, yet they were trampling on us. Our traditional leaders, if possible, should come together at this point. If it is signing an agreement saying from today, we have agreed that Kikaonde, Olunda, Oluvale becomes the official provincial tribal language that we will use. We will use this one to be on radio alone, to be on TV alone. It is the language that we will promote in our schools. The other tribes will teach our children at home. No matter how educated we can be, we don't forget where we come from. I know where I come from. I know my roots. I can trace them. I know our village. I know in Angola, I know how we moved. And I'll still teach my children. I was in school, primary school. I learned it in Solwezi. I was learning Kikaonde. I know Kikaonde very well. I worked in Chavuma. I know Luvale very well. I'm back home in Lunda and I speak Lunda. I'm a good interpreter. I can translate. Where's the problem? If I have managed to learn the 3 languages and I can speak them fluently, then what is it that will stop us from getting united? Wake up, Northwestern. Tutoneno. Tulabe. Twaenu tutone. Ngepimbi. Natukalitonda. Muna kumona jina kumwekana. Mwakumono vina kusoroka. Vina kumweka muna kuibimona. Lelo muna kujila. Why? There is no representation. Even if today someone is to emanate or to emerge as an aspiring candidate for presidency with what is obtaining right now on the ground, kemuke supportani. Yet, mudama vulungana kuchwesha kumushinjika mukwenu akahitinu. Mulonga hikalunda. Mulonga hikawonde. Inekuiji mulonga hikaluvali. That is the weakness that we have. Nahosh, I've spoken. These are my observations. There's a lot more. But this is where I end. Let us look into these matters critically. Divided we fall. United we stand. If we divide ourselves on tribal lines, amingu kaluvale, miwaneka onde, aminidi kalunda, then our voice will not be heard. There are people in positions of influence who can stand for this and we can stand together. If there are some of you that are not thinking like me, and I know others are even opposing, chikuchweshe kawanya, how can we all be speaking one language? It is possible. If it has worked, so it is work. The reason why people are trampling on us, dicheno chuma china kuhosha. Dichuma china kuhosha cheno. Nimashikola wen kukanganya no university. Chinga chwende chwikwa chenga. Nimali chana kadide nyiddi mukosi kuzatani acheng enza engita. Mulonga au achwamini kude enwa yambula de. Even amongst ourselves as families, chambuo kudi handu naka kuyabanya ngatumabana. Nese tukwashi.